We're now joined by Professor Madhav Nalapat, who is the editorial director of the Sunday Guardian. Thank you very much for joining us, Madhav. We're looking at a situation that, although it may be supported by the West, there is definitely going to be some sort of anger amongst supporters of Hezbollah and Hezbollah themselves. Do you think that this is going to create a divide within Lebanon? How might that play out over the coming months?
Look, I'd like to say that Hezbollah has been part of the group that is opposed to Israel and which calls for the elimination of Israel, and it has paid a very heavy price for it. Now it's no longer able to get supplies via Syria. That's been cut off, and now you have a president who frankly has nothing to do with Hezbollah, far from it. So as far as the US backing is concerned, well, the US backing depends on who is backing him by the afternoon of January 20th, because that is when Donald Trump takes charge. The current administration is in its final days in power. So as far as a permanent peace is concerned, no, I don't think it's going to happen. It's not going to happen. Although Hezbollah has been severely weakened, there's no doubt about it. And I think it has made a mistake by going after Israel. And I think, but of course, part of the reason is the fact that back in the 1980s, Ariel Sharon intervened on behalf of the Maronite Christians against the Shia people in Lebanon. I think that was not a very wise thing to do. And unfortunately, Israel has been paying a price for it. But now, finally, Hezbollah seems to be on the ropes. So its opposition in parliament, I don't know, but at least on the ground, Hezbollah is a very much more weakened force than it was when it declared itself on the side of Hamas on October 7, 2 years ago.
We're also joined by Professor Rohan Gunaratne, who is a Middle East affairs expert. Professor Gunaratne, I would like to ask you about the importance of Salam's former position and recent position being designated as the President of the International Court of Justice. How do you think this role and the International Court of Justice's sort of sanctions and regards towards Israel, how do you think that will play out given his importance in the ceasefire holding?
Nawaf Salam is a brilliant leader. He was the president of the International Court of Justice before he was appointed as Lebanon's new prime minister. We cannot think of someone better than him to restore the stability and security of Lebanon. What is important to understand is that Lebanon has today a very good president and a very good prime minister. This is the best time to make sure that Hezbollah does not emerge or re-emerge, because the Lebanese people have suffered and suffered and suffered because of this organization, this terrorist group. And it is so important for the international community to work with both the Prime Minister and the President of Lebanon to ensure that the military defeat of the Lebanese Hezbollah is translated to political gain by ensuring that their weapons are taken away and to ensure that the Lebanese military becomes the dominant power in Lebanon. I had visited Lebanon. I have seen what is happening in Lebanon, and I think that this is the best opportunity the world has to build Lebanon and support Lebanon into a stable nation.
Professor Gunaratne and also Professor Nalapat, thank you both for joining us.